apparently, I don't know if you know this, but the end is nigh. Let's just get to the end, and then we'll eat dessert first. Come on, let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Pillow wearing his Katie Britt cross. And he's, I don't know why, like, they hate big tech, but there's an ad that you can get the Real America's Voice on Apple TV, and that's the fucking logo, like you're selling the goddamn thing. It's over is the title of this video. Mike Lindell hedges on Supreme Court evidence, which, again, let's get used to the idea that Steve Bannon is going to be making fun of this dumb motherfucker. Okay, here we go. Eh, boy.
Mike Lindell, today's game day. Before you found God and Jesus, you were a degenerate. You were a degenerate gambler. You heard many times in your life, "Put up or shut up." Today's your day. What are you going to put up?
Well, first.
Is this his tinfoil hat joke?
First of all, Steve, all these tinfoil hats, I have no use for them anymore. Today's the day, everybody.
You don't think they? You don't think they can get through tinfoil? Secondly, what have you been chewing it?
It's over. The Supreme Court case will be filed today.
He made a bunch of tinfoil hat props that he threw away right at the top of the thing to tell us that he's filing his case today. Honest to God, it says Mike Lindell hedges on Supreme Court evidence. I thought they'd agreed to hear it.
And we're very excited. I've waited for this day for 3 years, and the open door is finally there. You're going to see things you've never seen before.
Yikes.
Everybody.
You mean Steve Bannon bathed?
It's going to be filed. It sounds like later today.
It's going to be filed. Sounds like later today. Well, shit. I will begin to hold my breath right fucking now.
Could be even towards the early evening. And tomorrow.
Sorry, I couldn't even do it that long.
Tomorrow we're going to have a press conference we're setting up on.
Oh, yeah, set it up. Yeah, don't set it up now. You're going to be setting it up. I mean, you knew you were going to file it today, but why do it on Wednesday? It's Friday. You could have, don't do that.
Well, I have all information on that for you later today, Steve.
Yeah, sure.
And I'd love to get on your show tomorrow to announce everything to the world. We can go over this new explosive.
Why would you wait if you're gonna? What are you gonna do? You have to file it before you tell everybody. If it's evidence, it's evidence.
Never been seen. This is gonna shock the world.
I'm assuming. When was this put out? Hold on. This was yesterday. This was 1 day ago. Did I miss the world shock? Fuck. I did, didn't I? How'd I miss it? When did the world shock happen? And God damn it. I was probably playing gang beasts with my kid when it happened. Son of a bitch. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a delayed shock. Tomorrow, maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow afternoon, and maybe they're planning the shock. After maybe you know what, I'm interrupting. Maybe it's the shock happens while you watch it. It's kind of like scratch and sniff, only stew.
Everybody, it's going to shock the world.
Past tense, I gotta say.
So I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. Were you now? What was the what was the exciting part? You know, what are you? What's different than you know, if you're gonna, you know, God, if you're gonna, you know, send this down to the Supreme Court, there, you know, find out maybe, you know, the possibility, you know, that they're gonna see that this is gonna shock the monkey.
By the way, it's the new MAGA deal. Go to the site right now. The orders of new MAGA deal.
Okay, I'm going to go right there. It's just very exciting. I'm part of the Lindell universe. Maybe a bunch of you folks don't know that. The new KNU new MAGA deal. New Gary Gnu MAGA deal. Winning. Yeah, no. Winning team publishing the new MAGA deal. Pre-order. Oh, it's a new book by Peter Navarro. Oh, I get it. I thought this was the super evidence. That's my mistake. He's just trying to get bail money for So what he means there. Hold on, I'll show you that. Show you what that is. That's the book that comes up when you do that. The new MAGA deal. So I think what he's trying to do is like a New Deal thing, but he just shoved MAGA in there, for obvious reasons. Because the New Deal MAGA style just was, it just had too much pithy nuance to it. So the new instead of because they didn't want to do MAGA New Deal because that sounds like Green New Deal, only dumb. And yeah, so good. So that's what that goes there.
This is why Lindell's an entrepreneur. One of the reasons he came to Trump is he saw that Trump was backing entrepreneurs. Trump's backing the people. As a populist economic nationalist, backs entrepreneurs. Mike Lindell's an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So, as are most drug dealers.
Mike Lindell's an entrepreneur they try to put in bankruptcy because of what he's doing today.
No, because of what he did for 2 years straight. I'm just saying that didn't start now. He's got the $1 billion lawsuits from shit that happened 2 years ago.
That's why I'm so appreciative of this audience having his back. This would have never come.
Oh, so we're gonna get another promo code then, I guess. Oh, good. Okay, I lost my original promo code, so it's something War Room, but I don't remember. Honestly, I have a habit, and most people know this, of blowing my nose on pieces of paper that I've written very important notes on, and that's why a lot of my best friends are nicknamed Booger. It's a running gag.
And the evidence here is going to blow people away.
Well, I think it's going to shock them, then blow them away. It sounds like terrorism. I got to admit. Like, I don't know. Is he attempting to? Is this an electronic attack on the Supreme Court? Like, did he manage to find a way to commandeer a Jewish space laser?
The question is going to be asked, hey, how come this?
Yeah, absolutely. People are going to ask questions. And answers are so 2015.
Hasn't come forward sooner. Where were?
Yeah, what that is the big question. What, you had all this stuff all this time, and you embarrassed yourself with all the other shit. Why wouldn't you just bring this? If this is the good stuff, why wouldn't you just lead with the good stuff? It's like trying somebody for murder or whatever. And you're like, we don't need the murder weapon or the witnesses. We're going to convict this guy on my opinion of whether or not I like his car.
The Murdochs on this thing is going to be so explosive, Mike. Yeah. From and this show.
From what kind of explosive are we talking about?
They just explode.
I see. So, but they're in terms of.
They just explode.
So they just explode. Okay, I gotcha. All right, I was confused.
Shows tenacity. It's just like Harnwell in the monastery.
Yes. Emphasis on the acity.
In the Academy of the Judeo-Christian West, we wouldn't give up. We spend millions. We sit there and hammer it out until we got acquitted on all charges because we knew we were right. We could have folded at any time. You could have folded at any time. Mike, you had every opportunity to walk away and say, hey, look, I'm a businessman. I'm not in politics. I got to go make my pillow bigger. You didn't do that. You stood in the breach and said, no, my country comes first.
Yeah, but mostly that was because he was a gullible dickhead in the beginning, and quite frankly, according to everything that we've seen since, he is a
asshole.
Yeah.
And they could try to put me in jail, have the FBI take my phone, try to bankrupt me, but I'm going to stand. And that's quite frankly why the audience loves you so much, because you're
willing to defame a company that didn't do anything wrong and use the bully pulpit that people like Steve Bannon are giving you to denigrate this company and create the illusion that our elections aren't secure in the United States. And it's really strong of you. You're a good person.
You're one of like Rudy, Trump. These people don't back.
Oh, so he grabs people. He sexually assaults people too. I mean, that's one of these things is just like the other. One of these things is a skeevy prick.
Down. They're fighting for their country. Trump could have walked away and gone back.
Not really. No, he can't. I mean, they would have. He could have gone. I suppose he could have walked away, gotten on his plane, and gone to a country with no extradition. But
back to Mar-a-Lago. Rudy could have done all of his stuff up in New York City. You could have
all of his stuff. No, not all of his stuff, because a good portion of it is illegal. Ask the actress who played the 15-year-old girl in Borat.
Been out in Minnesota rooting for the hapless Vikings, like I know you love them. It's all, but you didn't. You said no. Rudy said no. Trump said no. You said no.
Yeah, it's really anything with more than 2 letters is very complicated. Once you start saying yes, that's the problem. That's why we hated Obama with that yes I can stuff. Yes we can. It was just terrible. No, we can't. No, we're not going to do no.
People know Peter Navarro wouldn't be going to prison next week. You could have.
Well, he tried to walk away. They arrested him at the airport, I think. He was trying to fly away.
Walked away. He's a Harvard PhD.
Well, I'm pretty sure Ted Cruz go to Harvard, or was that Yale? Either way.
These are
doesn't bode well.
Heroes and patriots. People have said, no way. My country comes first.
If I keep up this charade long enough, then Donald Trump will give me a pardon once he gets back in, and I'm dumb enough to believe he's going to win again.
These people stole this election. We're going to get in it, and we're going to prove they stole it.
Yeah. And I want you to know, Steve Bannon is not just pushing Mike Pillow down this road. He is not trying to trick him emotionally into continuing this bullshit and getting himself into more trouble so that he has nowhere else to go but on Steve's show. That's not what's happening here. I want you to know that.
And we're going to set things right. Mike Lindell.
Yep, and that's right. Encourage is contagious, and we're not done yet just because.
It is like the clap.
Because when this comes out today, everybody, and you need to go to lindellplan.com, everybody, check.
See, okay, he sent me to the wrong website. He sent me to a new MAGA deal or something. Lindell Plan.com. Okay, sure. Lindell. That goes to the Lindell Offense Fund. That forwards to Lindell Offense Fund when you type that in. We need your financial help immediately to secure our election, save our country. Donate now to help him pay his $1 billion fee. Description keys found in this will shock the world. It is like a bank telling the public they have the most secure vault in the world and then taping the combination on the wall next to the vault door. Even worse, key logging features that would record system activity show such control can also be manipulated or disabled. Therefore, thereby, therein, rendering any penetration of the system nearly undetectable. So this is the greatest lawsuit ever because we don't have to prove a negative. The negative is the point. So good. So exciting. Oh, I feel shocked.
Get out there. You got to get this, spread the word far and wide. We've got to, just because it's coming out and here it's going to be in front of us.
Yeah, just because you're going to say it on this show doesn't mean anybody's going to see it or repeat it because it's bullshit largely. But
we're the ones that have to get the word out. Fox News isn't going to do it for.
And definitely not going to, they got bigger things to do trying to, I don't know, stay on the air or something.
For us, Newsmax ain't going to do it for us.
Newsmax. More like news hacks, right?
Those media outlets are not going to do it.
No, they're not. I'm going to do it. They're not going to do it. I always do it. I love to do it. I just did it. I'm going to do it again.
Hopefully we get attacked and the attack dogs come out and go, oh, wait.
The tack dogs, those are the worst. Because not only do they scratch when they jump on you because they have tacks in their paws, but they make a clickety sound when they walk across the laminate.
I guess he does that. There is something here. Wow.
Wow. At least, the one thing I like about him is that at least he doesn't say wow all the time.
What? Wow.
Yeah. And he doesn't make promises that it doesn't happen.
This is going to reveal all the evil in our country.
Okay, not all of it, but maybe, well, none.
What?
No, it's true.
Wow.
Okay.
So this is going to shock the world. And
Monkey.
And Steve, I just can't think. I always want to thank the War Room Posse because part of me not giving up, we needed support. And My Pillow, our employee-owned company,
Oh, it's their fault now. I see.
they're the ones that got attacked too. So their CEO would.
Why would they get it? They didn't get it. They didn't get attacked. They didn't get attacked. You got attacked. You just wouldn't fucking leave. They didn't get attacked.
Shut up, which I never will ever. And
I hope not.
But the War Room Posse has had their back.
By the way, if you'll notice, when you said I'm never going to shut up ever, Steve Bannon laughed at you.
And that's why we give them all the great specials. And I want to throw that one in before we get off here. You guys, the percale sheets that you've all.
Oh, stop it. Fuck off there. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What an
Asshole.
I mean, you won't say what the evidence is, but then you come in here trying to sell your lumpy pillows to everybody.
Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass.
Kiss your own ass.
Wow.
Well, I mean, what do you expect, you piece of shit?
Wow.
Well, you are.
Wow.
Everybody knows it, too.
What?
It's true. I remember one time Michael Lindell walked into a party. It wasn't a party. It was a Hardee's, actually. And he like grabbed the top of his fly and he was about to unzip his pants in front of the whole restaurant. And he said,
This is going to reveal all the evil in our country.
And then he's like, why'd the FBI arrest me?
What?
Yeah, exactly. So not good. Not good. I'm not going to let you sell fucking pillows. You're not going to tell us what the shocking info is, but you're going to tell us what a promo code is, you asshole. And you're going to let him give you the wrong fucking thing. Oh, I don't like him. All right, let's look at Supreme Court case filed. Dun, 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 dun. We'll shock the world. Shock the monkey. Decryption keys found in voting machines. Let's see. After 3 years of dedication, the Lindell Offense Fund, see what they did there? Created by Mike Lindell, I wouldn't have guessed from the title, is supporting a critical injunction case delivered by attorneys with the Supreme Court of the United States. The Lake versus Fontes case calls for SCOTUS to issue a writ of certiorari on the Arizona Ninth Circuit Court, which has thus far refused to address evidence of election manipulation using electronic voting systems. Now even more compelling and explosive evidence is being submitted to the SCOTUS. This case started in Arizona, calling for an injunction against the machines featuring Kari Lake and Mark Fincham as the plaintiffs. Federal District Court Judge John Tucci dismissed the lawsuit based upon standing and ruled that the claims were too speculative. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals affirmed that ruling and has now been brought to the Supreme Court. Please share this page everywhere. Note, the original plan was to wait until the Supreme Court docketed our filing before we posted the filing to the public in accordance with standard protocol, but someone intent upon shaping the contents of the filing with false narratives leaked it on Friday to the general public. What kind of an asshole did this So read the filing to know the truth. See the filing here. 210 pages. Kari Lake and Mark Fincham, petitioners against Adrian Fontes, Secretary of State, on petition of the writ of certiorari of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. Petition for the writ of certiorari. Question present. 2022 candidate for governor and Secretary of State. Petitioners in Arizona Secretary of State, 2 counties challenge whether electronic voting machines assure fair and accurate vote under the due process clause and their right as candidates and voters. Petitioners also sought a preliminary injunction, and 6 cyber or national security experts testified on the voting machine's unsuitability to provide a secure and accurate vote. The testimony and evidence showed actual electronic vote tampering in prior elections, which the district court disregarded in finding petitioners' claims to be too speculative for Article 3 standing. Questions presented are whether an Article 3 case or controversy existed at the relevant times and still exists, whether petitioner may amend their allegations of jurisdiction to allege recently discovered litigation injury, whether petitioner's injuries, if moot, are nonetheless capable of repetition, yet evading review, parties to the proceeding, statement of related cases, here's the table of authorities, statement of related cases, petition for opinions below, jurisdiction, statutory provisions involved, statement of the case. Page 1. This is a bunch of shit. Singleton v. Wolf, okay, these are all like 2016, 1974, 2020. These are all there. So they're trying to dazzle everyone with filings. Okay. Shall we look? Shall we dance? We shall. Etc., etc., etc. Sorry, I feel like I should. Is there a let's see. Yeah. I should put on a lens that looks like Carrie Lake. I'll try to do no, that won't work. Hold on. How about this one? How about this one? Yeah, that's good. Does that make me look like Carrie Lake? Let's see. It's a little too much. There you go. How about this one? I don't know if this is a blur. This is too much or whatever. This one looks just like Carrie Lake. Oh, that'll work. No. I don't even know what the fuck that is supposed to be. So yeah, here's my Carrie Lake imager. Let's see. Focus and how about this? Come on, you prick. Let's see. I actually like this one better. This one looks like Carrie Lake. This is the closest we'll get. This is fine. Carrie Lake and Mark Fincham respectfully petitioned the court for a writ of certiorari to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit to review the dismissal of their case. The respondents are Arizona Secretary of State and the boards of supervisors, blah, 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 fucking blah. The Ninth Circuit per curiam opinion is reported, blah, 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 the jurisdiction on the things, the statement of the case. Public distrust in elections is at an all-time high and growing. Hold on. I got to do something else. This has got to be like, we all need the glamorous life. We all need a mess that we don't need. Hold on, this won't work. This is better. Oh wait, this will be good. This might do it. It's too much. It just does all the fucking background. Never mind. All right, I gotta have a softener filter. It's not gonna work. Public distrust in elections is an all-time high and growing. As of 2022, candidates for governor and secretary of state petitioners filed the action and advanced the election to challenge Arizona's electronic voting machine's suitability to assure fair and accurate votes consistent. Although electronic voting machines were meant to remedy snafus like the 2000 Florida recount, the flaws of petitioners unearthed in electronic voting machines make hanging chads, the very problem the machines were meant to solve, seem like a blessing. At least there, humans could see and touch ballots and punch cards. But also, by the way, they have physical ballots. If they miscounted them, you just recount the physical fucking ballots. Good Lord. By turning ballots over to black boxes running software outside the public domain. Also, why would you have public domain election software? Are you fucking out of your mind? You just think that our enemies wouldn't what do you want to use? Open source fucking election software? Why don't you just print the admin password as well? Jesus Christ. Password is password. If Carrie Lake was in charge of the CIA, every password would just be password. Seemed like humans could see and touch ballots, blah, blah, blah. Newly uncovered evidence also shows Arizona's Maricopa County flagrantly violated state law for electronic voting systems, including using altered software not certified for use in Arizona, and actively misrepresented and concealed those violations. Perhaps worse, although potentially unknown to Maricopa, the Dominion voting systems and corporate systems used in Maricopa and almost 30 states have built-in security breach enabling malicious actors to take control of the elections, likely without detection. So we don't have to prove that it happened. We can just say it does. What would be the evidence for this? That's the part I want to see. Importantly, this court has a this is their version of the case. Wouldn't there be a footnote in that one? Maybe there is. Maybe they're down here. Georgia's curling litigation. Oh my God, we're at war with Canada now. Curling v. Raffensperger. Reverse area limiting lands. Second part of the implementation. Legal background. 3 justices. Yada yada. Sovereign immunity, ex-party, factual background, basic for standing on their complaint. Okay, their factual base is not in this critical parts in the countries like China that are known adversary. Okay, here you go. Let's see. Instead, the accuracy of elections results depends on blindly trusting private companies, and they're not blindly trusting the private companies. They have oversight by the boards. They just don't. It's not public because again, what do you want to just let hackers in? Jesus. Who sell and service these machines while refusing to make their software available to neutral expert evaluation. Yeah, that's the problem. Your guys aren't neutral. The machines are easily compromised and the security safeguards are easily bypassed or defeated and shown to deliver inaccurate results. Appendix 55A, 56A, 65 to 82A, 88 to 91A. Okay, so and then whatever. They contain critical parts made in countries like China that are known adversaries that routinely use components such as motherboards and microchips to surreptitiously access computer systems. The question is not how many. Okay, so they bounced to China. Okay, so let's go to the appendix. 55A, 56A should be the thing, I guess, largely. Let's go to... it's 100A, 29A. There we go. 44A. All right, here we go. We're getting in the ballpark. Let's see what they got. They filed. They're basically stacking cases from other places. So we'll jump in at 51A, 52. 50, oh, stop it. 55A, 54A. There we go. Here you go. 55A. Okay. All electronic voting machines and election, this is 24, management systems, including those slated to be used in Arizona in the midterm election, can be manipulated through internal or external intrusion to alter votes and vote tallies. Specific vulnerabilities in the electronic voting machines used by Maricopa have been explicitly identified and publicized in analysis by cybersecurity experts, even absent access to the systems. What is this from? Hold on. This is from another case that they said. That's not evidence. That's just, yeah. This is their old filing. Fuck you. That's not, you don't get to that's not part of the appendix, asshole. Okay, let me tell you. You guys know, yeah, enough of that shit. You guys know that I've read just about everything. And when I was in high school, I read Awaken the Giant Within. I read Art of the Deal, which was stupid. Like halfway through, I was like, this is just goofy. I read Dianetics. And because it was, at that time, nobody really knew much about Scientology, but the book was out as kind of how to, control your own mind. And I'm like, I'm for all that. I read books on lucid dreaming, all kinds of shit. Like, that's just how I am. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. So I read it. And one of the things, this is how I decided at that time, and I was 17 when I read it. Yeah. I was like, this is how you can tell a book is trash, is when in chapter 10, the author of the book cites themselves, where they go, as I said in chapter 3, like it's evidence now, because you said it in chapter 3, it's now part of the human record. Right now, the time has passed. So it's basically history. So I'm just quoting history. The history of you reading my book. It's fucking stupid. And the first 3 pages are just like or the first 3 chapters are just like ripped from like run-of-the-mill studies on how the brain works and that kind of stuff, and then his own attitude and ideas about it. and then he would cite himself. And I'm like, that's how you know somebody's full of shit, is they are citing themselves in this garbage. That's exactly what we're looking at here. That's exactly what this dickhead is doing. For the record, this is So, needless to say, that did not shock the world. It's not gonna shock the world. The world is not shocked. My monkey is not shocked.